This lesson is on Assignment 2. What are the requirements for Assignment 2? We're continuing to develop the King Real Estate application, and you can see here that I have two forms on the page in two different divisions. They're sized a little differently, although the heights appear to be the same. And each of these are separate forms, and they'll run separately. You may notice that this first form over here on the left is exactly the same form we had on Assignment 1. So I'll put an email here, Chicago, I'll put no comments, I'll hit the submit button. So we get back a form, again, very much like what we had in Assignment 1, but the exception is it's not displaying on the page all by itself, it's displaying within a division that we've put on this page. We've got a different color. Before it just printed on the yellowish gold background, but it's a little bit different this time. Let's go back. Remember that forms operate independently, so we can go over here to this new form. This is a very simple mortgage calculator where we're going to let the user put in the amount they want to finance, specify an interest rate, and get an approximate monthly payment. So let's say we found a bargain house for $200,000. And the interest rate is going to be 5.2. And we express it like this. Calculate the payment, comes back, says $200,000 at an interest rate of 5.2%. Notice I stuck the percent on the display and the ellipsis, and then your monthly payment would be $866.67. So you need to format the output to be similar to this. Let's go ahead and look at the specs for the assignment. And here's the description. This will be in your working files as well. So we're going to continue to develop the real estate application. So the web page, you want it to look like what I just showed you in the video. Try to get the CSS right. Right now, it's just approximate. You don't have to have this down perfectly. Nobody's watching you. Just look at the form, try to get it to look something like that. I will show you the solution. You have the understanding how to put the divisions on the page and how to put the forms in the divisions and get them to work independently. Now, you're going to bring over the form from Assignment 1. That's the guest list form that we're eventually going to be writing to a file at least, and then perhaps later a database, and put that in a separate div. It's on the left side of the page, as you saw. All of the functionality should be present as it was for Assignment 1. Now, we're going to add that other div to the right of the guest list. And in there, there'll be a new form. I'm going to call it the mortgage calculator form. In that form, you've got those two text fields you saw, the amount financed and the interest rate, and express it as an integer with a decimal too, for like 5.2% is how that would be interpreted. You'll have to make the adjustments in PHP to make sure that you do the calculation correctly. So after the customer clicks the submit button in the mortgage calculator form, make sure that you validate that both fields are entered and that they are numeric. I didn't demonstrate that, but you need to do that. We need to practice getting the validations correct so we can have our data be correct before we start storing it in a file or a database. The next thing you need to do on this form is calculate their approximate monthly payment on the financed amount at the interest rate entered. So here's a generic formula you can use. The monthly payment is approximately equal to the amount financed times the interest rate. And to get this fully right, I'm going to put this in parentheses. So do this calculation first, and using the parentheses helps ensure that, and then divide that number by 12. Display those results in a browser page, pretty much like you saw me do. That ends the description for Assignment 2. In the next lesson, I'll show you the solution that I used.